Hi, this is Jim Schaffner. I'm from the Start House Ski Shop in Truckee, California, and I'm here today to show you how I'm going to use the Start House wax call to put the proper race wax on the ski that I've just prepared. So I've got a ski that's fully prepped, cleaned, hot scraped, ready to go, and the wax call for today said that it was going to be about 0 to -2 degrees snow temp. There's some rain that's going to fall on the snow, which means there's going to be some moisture, or a lot of moisture in the snow, and it hasn't snowed for a few days, so we're on old regurgitated snow. So the call was to use some red wax that goes from 0 to -7, and the reason why they called red wax, or we called red wax, was because they'll be putting some chemicals on the snow to harden it up. So normally I would wax some softer yellow wax in these conditions, but because they're salting, the snow is actually going to be rather hard, and there'll be some sharpness in the crystal due to the chemical. So I've picked a high fluoro wax because there's running water in the snow and it's in that 0 to 7 range. The most important thing that you need to get right in your wax is the hardness and the temperature range of the wax. Second thing is the amount of fluoro. Third thing is the amount of anti-stat. So the anti-stat I'm picking for this temperature is warm old snow, and this is an anti-stat. It's a fluorinated graphite. And the way I apply this is I actually just dry rub a layer of my anti-stat right down on the ski base. So just enough to put a thin coating. And then after that I'm going to apply my 0 to 7 red wax to the ski. And I'll remind you guys as I'm doing this that you want to do it in the temperature range that's on the box of the wax. And in this case it's calling for a temp of 120 to 130 to get it to melt. And then I just simply wax the wax of the day over the anti-stat, and I'm constantly keep the iron moving. I never stop with the iron, and then I draw the iron at a smooth, steady pace so that the wax covers the entire ski, and I leave a puddle of wax somewhere between 12 and 24 inches behind the iron. One of the things you will notice is that there's no smoke coming out from underneath the iron. That's because when I have it set at the right temp, it won't smoke. So if you look behind my iron now, you'll see that the wax remains liquid 12 to 24 inches behind the iron, and that tells me that I'm in the right place. So it's not smoking and it's remaining liquid, and if I can get it to do that with a couple quick passes, my race wax is done. Alright, one last trip down the ski. And I'm moving it at a pace which is going to keep that puddle 12 to 24 inches. And now we've properly mixed the anti-stat with the fluorinated wax that's in that 0 to 7 range that we talked about. And I'm ready to go. I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to scrape and I'm going to brush out thoroughly. And we're ready for a successful day out on the slopes. Thanks, Jim Schaffner from the Start House, Truckee, California.